Okay, we're talking about something really fantastic today that a lot of contractors run into, and it's called ITEL, and I believe it stands for Independent Testing Evaluation Laboratory. Does that sound right, Chris?
Sounds about right. Somewhere along those
Sure.
lines.
No, but we
Yeah.
don't know. It sounds right, but it is important because this is an industry standard that's, I think, owned by the industry, which is weird. And so we want to talk
Mhm.
about that today on the Denial of the Day podcast because we have run up against some doozies. Chris, what is your experience with that?
Yeah, so far some doozies we have run into, that is for sure, because sometimes you just don't know what's up there because you didn't put it on as a homeowner, buyer, or a property manager, um,
Contractor.
business owner, contractor. You didn't put
Yep.
it on. You don't know really what's up there. So how are you going to fix it? Well, and truly to bring you back to pre-loss condition, how are you going to fix something that's maybe discontinued? How do you know it's discontinued?
Right.
Well, you don't until you actually get this ITEL report that tells exactly
Right.
who it is, who's the manufacturer, what type of shingle or tile or roofing
Yeah.
system it is,
And so
and
what I'll throw out is you as the roofing contractor might know it's discontinued, but sometimes you have to prove it. And that's what Chris is
Mhm.
talking about. It's not like, oh, I don't know if this 20-year-old shingle is discontinued. No, what we're saying is, yeah, it's probably discontinued. We both agree as public
Mhm.
adjuster and contractor that it's probably discontinued, and the manufacturer is telling us that. But sometimes ITEL and the insurance industry want to come together and say, hey, send us a sample of that shingle and we will actually evaluate it in our laboratory and test it for thickness, color,
Mhm.
style, and match it to whatever it actually is from the manufacturer. So then we
Mhm.
can say, like, kind, and quality. What is it? What is the most comparable? Things like that. But in our experience, it has been quite interesting because we actually have had a contractor that has sent us some claims send in the exact same shingle as the adjuster to the same company and get two different results. How's that possible? Well,
Wow.
he specifically did not put the claim number on his when the adjuster did, we're assuming, for theirs, and got two totally separate results. Why is that? How is that
Hmm.
possible? Is it a mistake?
Interesting.
Maybe. Is there something larger at play here? Maybe that too. I don't know. But what we
Mhm.
can say is that's what we've experienced is if you send something in without a claim number, you usually get a different result than when you do with a claim number. And I don't know if they're all sharing information in house and how
Mhm.
that's working, but we know that in that specific experience, it was a different result. How's that fair? It's not fair to the insured. It's not fair to the contractor. It's not fair to us. It's only fair to the insurance company. And that
Mhm.
doesn't sit well with me. So just be aware that yes, they do serve a purpose. And yes, it can be helpful. And also understand that you are running up against an insurance industry titan that does more work for insurance companies than it does for restoration contractors. So, with that knowledge, be aware I have been involved in many claims that have has had ITEL be involved, and I will say from my experience, it's been probably 70% good, 30% questionable. That's all I'm going to
Mhm.
say. So the
Yeah.
majority of the time that I've operated in this industry and had to experience whatever feedback we're getting from these reports that they send us, 70% of the time, pretty fairsies. The 30% of the time, I'm like, wait a second, what's going on
Mhm.
here? And that it does it plays a big role in what happens in the outcome of the claim. Wouldn't you agree, Chris?
Mhm. Absolutely, 100%. And so, like you said, that 30%, when we see something that's questionable, we're going to order our own ITEL report because if
That's
that
right.
insurance company orders it and we're like, wait a second, I don't know if this is truly available. This looks
Right.
pretty 30 years plus old. So
Do
let's
you see
take
how
another
dirty
look at
that
it.
shingle is? It's got to be old, man. But
Yeah,
no,
well, it's not only that too. It can be anything from a pipe burst to you've got wood flooring. We've even sent in
right?
carpet
Yeah,
samples.
we have.
Literally cut it out as a sample, send it in because they're trying to give this particular insured a downgraded kind of carpet level
Right,
through the insurance estimating software that we all use, and it's like, no, this is
right.
extra pluff. Like there's
Yeah,
more things to it. This should be an
that's right.
upgrade. So
That's right.
yeah,
I remember that claim. Was it the crazy blue
yeah,
green carpet?
Yes, it was.
I
Yes, it
remember
was.
that claim. Yes, it was a
Yeah.
water damage claim. However, we want you to know, as the contractor, as the insured, that sometimes those reports aren't accurate.
Hmm.
Weird. But I,
Yeah.
like I said, the majority of times that I've been involved in a claim that has had ITEL reports sent to us, I would say it's been fair. So,
Hmm.
with that knowledge, do with it what you will, but we want you to know we are here to help you. BellatorClaims.com when you have a claim that is unresolved and you need some help. And do us a favor. Chris and I love creating these videos, right, Chris? Say yes.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
Chris loves it. Trust me, he does. But we want you guys to know that we can spread the message further to more people that need to hear this message. If you like, comment, and share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one.